Hi, welcome. This is the 47th season of Varsity Quiz. The best and the brightest high school students, they are matching wits in this unique academic competition. Now, during the season, there were 24 high school teams. They competed in our 4 regular divisions. Then we had 16 high school teams battling it out in the second ultra-competitive divisions. So tonight, we have the second semifinal matches for the regular divisions of Varsity Quiz. We got Western arriving with just 1 season loss. Tonight, they face Shadow Ridge, who won their division with a perfect record. Now, last week, Sierra Vista defeated Southeast Career and Technical Academy. So the winner of tonight's match, they are going to face Sierra Vista in the regular division final. Let's meet our starting players, starting with Western. We have a senior, Salvador Luna. Hi, Salvador.
Hello.
It says here you play 2 different musical instruments. What are they?
Bass guitar and trumpet.
And what group do you play them in?
I play in Vita and mariachi.
And what's Vita?
Vita is a music group of students that gather together to learn different instruments and learn a lot about the music industry.
Awesome. I hope that's going well.
Yeah.
Good luck here tonight. Here is a senior, Anthony Juarez. Hi, Anthony.
Hello.
Tell me your favorite club at school.
Well, besides Varsity Quiz,
Thank you.
there is also Gamers Club, which I am a president of.
And you guys play games?
Just games.
All
And
right.
We bring consoles from home, and we let other people play with us.
Awesome. Well, good luck with that and good luck here.
Thank you.
And here is an 11th grader, Sarah Spangler. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
You have a favorite TV show that you've just got hearts all over on your card here.
Yeah, it's Doctor Who.
Do you have a favorite character? Do I need to ask?
It'd have to be Rose Tyler.
All right. Well, keep enjoying that show and good luck on this show
Okay,
tonight,
thank
okay? Here's Tony Amin. Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Glad you could be here this evening. You already have your colleges picked out. Which ones would you like to go to?
I would like to go to Caltech or Seattle University.
Those are pretty ambitious. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
And good luck here tonight. That's our team from Western. So now let's meet our kids from Shadow Ridge, starting with Zach Gorman. Hi, Zach.
Hi.
You are a junior.
Yes.
You have accomplished something that many people are going to be very jealous of. What have you done?
Well, I've been to all 30 Major League Baseball stadiums.
That
It's been
is
fun.
amazing. And what are you, like 15 or 16 years old?
16.
Wow, I'm jealous. Good luck with Varsity Quiz here tonight,
Thank
Zach,
you.
and welcome. We also have a senior, Shane Wright. Hi, Shane.
Hi.
You are you play a musical instrument, actually 2 different musical instruments. Tell me what they are.
Yeah, I played the guitar and the piano.
Are those at school or is that just for fun?
I played the guitar at school and the piano at home for 5.5 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good luck with that and good luck here
Thank you.
tonight. Here we have a senior, David Bombara. Hi, David.
Hello.
Glad you could be with us. You have a couple of hobbies here. One of them is something about remote-controlled vehicles.
Yes.
Remote-controlled
Cars.
cars? And is that in competitions or is that just for fun?
Just for fun.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
And good luck here. Here we have Dallin Robinson. Hi, Dallin.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
A senior, you are part of the cross-country team, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys do this year?
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you keep running, good luck with that and good luck here tonight. Those are our teams and our kids from Shadow Ridge. Now we wanted to talk just for a moment about our Varsity Quiz coaches, the teachers who take time out of what they do. They really are the backbone of the program, working with our students week after week, putting in a lot of time and effort, a lot of times outside the classroom to make Varsity Quiz the success that it is. Let's meet our coaches. For Western, it's Matt Albert. For Shadow Ridge, Christina Lorenko. Our volunteer judges tonight are from the Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas. The Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas provides our judges and timekeepers at each and every match of our season. They also provide Varsity Quiz with scholarship money, and that includes the Harvey Dondero Award given to an outstanding student. We sure appreciate the Kiwanis Club's participation in Varsity Quiz, and we salute all of their work in the community. Our Varsity Quiz match consists of 3 rounds. Each question is worth 5 points. The first round has 25 toss-up questions. The second round, that's the bonus round, and it is timed. The team correctly answering the toss-up question will have the opportunity to then answer a 2-part bonus question worth 10 points. The final round, that's the lightning round. It is also timed. One more reminder to our students, go ahead and use your playground voices when you're answering a question. You might be nervous, you might be shy. but the judges over on the other side of the studio have to hear you. The microphone will probably pick you up, but they need to hear you. So speak loud and proud, and if you're ready, we'll get started with Varsity Quiz. What fictional work by Mark Twain involves $40, lead shot, and a frog named Daniel Webster? And that'll be Shadow Ridge, and it's Zachary.
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
No? We're looking for the celebrated jumping frog of Calaveras County. Next question. You're looking at an object through the side of a clear glass filled with water. What phenomenon explains why the object seems to bend and become larger? And that will be Western. Anthony.
Refraction?
Yes. What common optical instrument consists of two refracting telescopes, each containing a pair of prisms to increase the effective focal length and produce an upright image? And that's Shadow Ridge. David?
Camera.
No? Western. Anthony.
Telescope?
No, we're looking for binoculars. Next question. What name is given to a stone or gem carved in the form of a dung beetle, regarded by the ancient Egyptians? And we'll go with Western. Anthony.
Scarab?
Yes. What is the abbreviation for the United Nations Agency, which is primarily involved with the welfare of children? And that's Shadow Ridge. Zach?
UNICEF.
Yes. Name the character in The Great Gatsby on whom Gatsby is fixated. Western. Anthony?
Daisy Buchanan?
Yes. The CEO of which company apologized for several recent illness outbreaks linked to restaurants and that'll be Shadow Ridge. Zach? Yes. Copland's Symphony No. 3, Saint-Saëns Symphony No. 3 feature which instrument, also associated with Bach's Toccata and Fugue in D minor, which uses stops to control, in many cases, thousands of pipes? Western. Anthony?
Organ?
Yes. Little friends may prove great friends is the moral of which of Aesop's fables? Western. Anthony?
The Lion and the Mouse?
Yes. The cotangent and cosine functions are both negative for angles in which quadrant of the coordinate plane? And we'll go with Western. Tony?
Quadrant 3.
No? And that's Shadow Ridge. Shane?
Quadrant 4.
Nope, we were looking for quadrant 2. Alexander Calder, well known for creating two types of sculptures. One is called a mobile because it moves. However, flamingo, for example, stands firmly on a surface, doesn't move, so it's classified as a what? Shadow Ridge. David?
Still life.
No? It's a stabile. Next question. Though they often winter on the Great Plains, their only U.S. breeding ground is on the country's northernmost spot, Point Barrow, Alaska. Name this species of owl featured in the Harry Potter novels. Western. Sarah?
A spotted owl?
No? Shadow Ridge. Zach?
Snowy owl.
Yes. What dark red vegetables have the highest sugar content of any vegetable but are very low in calories? Western. Tony?
Beets.
Yes. The Peloponnesus is connected with the rest of Greece by an isthmus that was dominated by what ancient city-state? Western. Anthony.
Corinth?
Yes. In the electrolysis of molten NaCl, what is the chemical produced at the anode? Shadow Ridge. Dallin.
Chlorine.
That is correct. James Madison approved the Congressional Charter in 1821, creating which university? The closest one to the White House, named after one of our... And that'll be Shadow Ridge. Zach?
Georgetown.
No, after one of our founding fathers. And that's Western. Anthony?
Alexander Hamilton?
No, it's George Washington University. The National Federation of State High School Associations and, of course, the NFL prohibit what kind of tackle in which a player grabs another by the inside of the shoulder pads or jersey? It's the horse collar tackle. He ruled from 972 to 922 BC, was known for his great success in establishing lucrative foreign trade. Well, his story is told in 1 Kings and 2 Chronicles. Who is this ruler of ancient Israel, the second son of David and Bathsheba, and renowned for his wisdom? And that's Western, Tony.
Solomon.
Yes. Stephen Douglas advocated what concept that states and territories should vote on whether to permit slavery? That is Shadow Ridge. Zachary?
Popular sovereignty.
Yes. This word's etymology can be traced to the Latin word for to soften. Synonyms include terminate, annul, and melt. But in motion pictures, one shot gradually fading into another is said, and that's Shadow Ridge. Zach?
Dissolve.
Yes. Bloody objects from an 1891 attack on him supplied DNA that led to the identification of him, Alexandra, and 3 of their daughters, but not Alexei and Anastasia, from skeletal remains found in Yaket. And that is Western. Anthony?
Nicholas II.
Yes. Here's a math question. The graphs of 3x minus 2y equals 6 and 6x plus ky equals 11 are parallel lines. So therefore, k must have what value? Repeating, the graphs of 3x minus 2y equals 6 and 6x plus ky equals, and we'll go with Western. Tony?
K equals -4.
Yes. And speak up a little bit louder. You're doing great. Next question. George Washington crossed the Delaware River to attack a British force stationed at what New Jersey city? Western. Anthony?
Trenton.
Yes. Name the state whose first permanent white settlement was founded in 1774 at Harrodsburg, one of 4 states officially called a Commonwealth. It's also the state where both Jefferson Davis and Abraham Lincoln were born, and in which, and that will be Shadow Ridge. Shane?
Pennsylvania.
No, in which, and that's Western. Tony?
Illinois.
No, we're looking for Kentucky. If you travel directly from the English Channel to the Mediterranean, what is the fewest number of countries that can be crossed? Western. Anthony?
1.
Yes. We're done with round 1. Let's find out who's leading. So after that first round, here is our score. Western is leading 60 points to Shadow Ridge's 30. As any regular viewers of Varsity Quiz know, anything can happen. Before we get to our bonus round, we have a couple of new players we want you to meet. From Western, we want to say hello to senior Clarice Wisnet. Hi, Clarice.
Hi.
Glad to have you with us. Also from Western, a senior, Samantha Spangler. Hi, Samantha.
Hi.
Welcome. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's our new players from Western. We have a couple of new players from Shadow Ridge. Let's introduce you to Brandon Henry. He's a junior. Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Also new for Shadow Ridge, a junior, John Liu. Hi, John.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to see you. That's Shadow Ridge's new players. If everybody's ready, let's go with our bonus round. Give the nickname of the USS Constitution. And that is Western. Tony?
Old Ironsides.
Yes, sir. Bonus questions now for Western only. Identify these names in American history associated with the word old. First, name the location from which Paul Revere is supposed to have received the signal for his famous ride. Second, name the famous Yellowstone Park geyser.
There's a lot. The second one is obviously Old Faithful.
Yeah. Old
Isn't
Faithful.
the
And
old church?
Old Steeple Church? Old Steeple Church.
Yeah.
Captain?
Okay, for the first one, Old Stable Church, and for the second answer, Old Faithful.
Old Faithful is correct. For the first one, we needed Old North Church, so you get some bonus points. Now, this question for both teams, and it is a math question. P varies directly as the square of Q. P equals 18 when Q equals 3. What is P when Q is 5? Repeating, P varies directly as the square of Q. P equals 18 when Q equals 3. What is P when Q is 5? And that's Western. Samantha?
30?
Incorrect. Shadow Ridge. Zach?
50.
Yes, bonus questions now for Shadow Ridge only. Answer the following math questions. First, what is the order of magnitude for 1 billionth? Second, as a mathematical symbol, what does an exclamation point mean? Repeating, what's the order of magnitude for 1 billionth? And as a mathematical symbol, what's an exclamation point mean?
Factorial. So what's this factorial? Yeah. First one. 9. Yeah. There's 9 zeros. -9. -9. Okay.
Exclamation part is factorial.
Captain.
Okay, -9 and factorial.
Both are correct. You've got bonus points. Now this question for both teams. Identify the ruler that is usually identified with the golden age of Greece. Western, Anthony?
Alexander the Great.
No. And that's Shadow Ridge, David?
Augustus Caesar.
No, we're looking for Pericles. Next question for both teams. Who was the first American in space? And that'll be Shadow Ridge. Zach?
John Glenn.
No. Western, Clarice?
Neil Armstrong?
No, it was Alan Shepard. Next question for both teams. One of Franklin Roosevelt's first legislative programs led to the 21st Amendment. What law did this amendment? And that'll be Shadow Ridge. Zach?
18th Amendment.
Well, we needed the name.
Banning the consumption of alcohol.
Judges, we're going to say that's a no. And Western, Anthony?
Prohibition Act.
Prohibition is what we were looking for. That's correct. Now, bonus questions for Western only. Answer the following associated with FDR. First, during FDR's administration, the Banking Act of 1933 created what United States government corporation? Second, FDR's famous quote, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself," that was inspired by which 19th century American writer?
Is it Mark Twain?
The first one is FDIC.
FDIC.
Mark Twain. That's the other.
Captain.
For the first one, FDIC, and for the second one, Mark Twain.
FDIC is correct. The second one we needed Thoreau, so you get some bonus points. Now, for both teams, this question. Give the two-word term for a possession that is useless, often expensive to maintain, or difficult to dispose of. It's come to be associated with comical holiday gifts. Western, Tony?
White elephant.
Yes. Bonus questions now for Western only. Give an answer that contains a color. First, give the two words for a person descended from nobility. Second, identify an American quail with a grayish body.
American quail.
I don't know any of them.
What about the first one? Nobility?
Yeah.
That'd be
Red and gold.
Captain?
Red and gold for the first one, and gray for the second one.
No, both are incorrect. We're looking for blue blood for the nobility, and the quail is a bobwhite. So no bonus points. This question now for both teams. Who was the Roman goddess of the wood, mountains, and the moon? Western, Tony?
Diana.
Yes, bonus questions now for Western only. Identify the following associated with mythology. First, whose abduction led to the Trojan War? Second, who was the wife of Orpheus?
What's the first one?
Eurydice.
Isn't it? I think it's just Helen.
Helen?
Yeah.
Helen? Okay.
Okay, for the first one, Helen, and for the second one, Eurydice.
Both are correct. You've got bonus points. Now for both teams, this question: name the sea which Columbus thoroughly explored on his last 3 visits to America. And that is Shadow Ridge. John?
The Atlantic.
No. Western, Anthony?
Caribbean.
Yes. Bonus questions for Western only. Answer the following associated with cities. First, give the number of the famous U.S. route which connects Chicago with Los Angeles. Second, in what Italian city are Michelangelo and Galileo entombed?
No.
For the first one, 66, Route 66, and for the second one, Pavia.
Route 66 is correct. The second one was Florence, so you get some bonus points. We are out of time, so let's find out who's leading. After 2 rounds, Western still in the lead now with 110 points to Shadow Ridge's 45. In our speed round, literally anything can happen. We have some new players we'd like to introduce, though, before we get to that. From Western, we have a senior, Stacy Harper. Hi, Stacy.
Hello.
Welcome. We also have a 10th grader, Edgar Urena. Hi, Edgar.
Hello, Mr.
Glad
Tannenbaum.
you could be here, yes. And Cindy Sepulveda, a junior. Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
Welcome. Good luck to you guys. We have one new player for Shadow Ridge. We wanted to say hello to Jacob Ginn. Hi, Jacob.
Hello.
Glad you could be here.
Thank you.
Good luck, and let's get started with our speed round. In December 2015, women were given the right to vote and to run in local elections in which Middle Eastern And that'll be Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Saudi Arabia.
Yes. Which fort of the Old West was located farthest to the southwest on the Butterfield Overland Mail Route? Fort Yuma. Which Russian was the first human being in space? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Yuri Gagarin.
We'll take it. What team went to the Super Bowl 4 times in the 1970s? And that'll be Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
No, and never won. This team's mascot is reminiscent of Norse invaders. Western Anthony?
Minnesota Vikings.
Yes. What country do the Azores Islands belong to? Western Anthony?
Portugal.
Yes. Which word in the preamble of the United States Constitution means an untroubled state free from disturbances? Western Stacy?
Union.
No? That'll be Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Tranquility.
Yes. Who discovered Florida and claimed it for Spain? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Juan Ponce de Leon.
Yes. Who taught Socrates, the teacher of Alexander the Great? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Plato.
Yes. Identical gametes are isogametes. What term is given to gametes that are not identical? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Duogametes.
No. Heterogametes. Next question. The title of Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury comes from a line in what Shakespearean tragedy? Western Anthony?
The Tempest.
No. Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Julius Caesar.
No. Macbeth. Which 2 European countries are connected by the Brenner Pass? Western Anthony?
Germany and Switzerland.
No. Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Switzerland and France.
No. Austria and Italy. Various writers have referred to uncorrupted and unspoiled primitive man as a noble blank. Western Anthony?
Savage.
Yes. Henry VIII married Anne Boleyn after having his marriage to whom annulled? Western Anthony?
Catherine of Aragon.
Yes. Identify the only metal that is a liquid at room temperature. Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Mercury.
Yes. Kotzebue Sound is just north of what peninsula named after the Secretary of State who arranged the purchase of Alaska in 1867? Western Anthony?
Seward.
Yes. Give the name of the Englishman famed as an authority on card and board games that is found in an illusion that means to behave honorably, fairly, and according to the rules. Hoyle. Next question. One of the world's most famous races by cyclists in Europe. And we'll go with Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Tour de France.
Yes. How many solstices occur annually? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
2.
Yes. It is cutting its worldwide workforce by 10% as the lower price of oil has wreaked havoc on the industry. Name this oil field services company once headed by Dick Cheney. And that's Western Anthony?
BP.
No. Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Halliburton.
Yes. New Orleans is the site of what major football bowl game? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Sugar Bowl.
Yes. What is the plural of court-martial? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Courts Martial.
Yes. What's the only star that is bright enough to cast a shadow on Earth? Western, Cindy?
The sun.
Yes. Name the largest river in Europe after the Volga. Western, Anthony?
The Danube.
Yes. Math question, we will not repeat it. The area of a lot is 800 square yards. The length of a diagonal in that square is how many yards? Western, Anthony?
20 root 2 square yards.
No. We're looking for 40. Next question. Name the Scottish poet who popularized the phrase "Auld Lang Syne." Robert Burns. What Egyptian nature goddess and sister wife of Osiris was sometimes identified? And that'll be Shadow Ridge, Dallin.
ISIS.
Yes. The Germans launched a desperate attack in 1944 through Luxembourg. This late, costly offensive was known as Shadow Ridge, Jacob?
Battle of the Bulge.
Yes. The Canis familiaris belongs to what biological? And that's Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Dog.
No? biological kingdom? Western, Anthony?
And Amelia.
Yes. What former independent country in the Himalayas that's been controlled by China since 1951? And we'll go with Western, Anthony?
Tibet.
Yes. Does churlish mean ill-bred, stupid, old-fashioned, or dusty? Shadow Ridge, Zach?
Stupid.
No? Western, Anthony?
Old-fashioned.
Nope, it's ill-bred. Well, that's all of our questions, so let's find out who our winner is. Our final score, boy, that got kind of tight there at the end. Western comes out on top with 155 to Shadow Ridge's 110. Congratulations to both teams. And congrats to Western. They now advance to the finals. And we invite you to join us next week right here as Western takes on Sierra Vista for the regular division championship. Now, before we go, we're grateful to all the folks who helped make Varsity Quiz the success that it is. That includes the coaches we mentioned, all of the students, but especially the parents, all of their teachers, and a special thanks to everyone who helps out administering Varsity Quiz. That means the Kiwanis Club of Las Vegas. They've been a vital member of Varsity Quiz's team, and also to the Clark County School District and to Vegas PBS. We'll see you next time. Good night.